Okay, now we're moving on to talk about plosives or stops. Plosives or stops are a sound that's made in the mouth in which in some way the airflow is stopped and then released to make the sound. The sound is dependent on where the airflow is stopped and released. So the first two we're going to talk about are the two that are most anterior in the mouth, the ones that are the furthest in the front of the mouth, which would be the bilabials, two lips, bilabial sounds, which are the p and the b, p, b. These are both made at the same place in the same manner. The only difference is voicing, so that makes them cognate pairs. I'm sure you guys remember hearing about that in school. So p and b, p and p are the cognate pairs. P would be considered the voiceless pair of the pair, and the b is the voiced of the pair. When you hear it, you hear these sounds very much like you do in their orthographic state, where they're the p and the b, in the words like popcorn. The first two consonant phonemes are the p, baby. So let's transcribe those just a second. All right, so we have popcorn, we have baby. Some of you guys might have learned that you never end the vowel with the E. You might put the I at the end. Either one is fine because it's giving you the basic idea of what the child is saying correct. So that rule is based on who taught you and how they taught you, of course. So there would be our bilabial plosives. Next, we're going to move more posterior in the mouth to the alveolar plosives. Alveolar plosives are the t and the d. T as in toy, d as in dad. Both are stopping at the place of the alveolar ridge, the bony structure behind your teeth that we talk about in the anatomy portion. So if we wanted to do the word toy, it would look like this. Or the word dad, it would look like that. Okay, so that is a little overview of the first few plosives. On the next clip, we will look at a few more of the plosives and then move on into fricatives. Remember, airflow is stopping, so if you're trying to define to a kid how to say this, you want to make sure they understand that the airflow is stopping. These first stops are some of the best to teach because they're the most visible. The kids can actually see them and imitate what your mouth is doing. Ba, ba, pa, pa, t, t, la, la, la. Put your tongue back there. T, t, d, d. But as we move further back in the mouth, of course, as you guys know, it gets harder to teach those sounds.